Welcome back to Total War the Victis campaign. Let's go on and let's get back here. Last time I was working with Vibrate and I was trying to take this capital that they have that is basically doomed. They have absolutely no chance inside. I was trying to chase and destroy this army, the Wardens of Brutatis, but I didn't manage to. After 2 battles, I just have 2 units here from v0.612 Germanica, but the Legend did very well, especially this chosen Germanic swordsman and heavy Germanic cavalry. The Berserkers also did good, but unfortunately they have a very low defense, so that's why they have taken very casualties, but actually they killed many enemies. The Germanic Berserker, they have this wonderful bonuses such as going Berserk and Frenzy, Headhunter and Frenzy. These are very 2 nice bonuses they have and increase their attack. And on the other hand, I was at war here with Meroya as far as I can remember, and I managed to take this town of Axum in southern Ethiopia and destroy one of their armies, although they have another one here, the Guardians of the Desert, and another one fully reinforced here, and the capital that I will try to take next turn. I wish they had plenty of spies. Right now only... yeah, actually 3 of them are active. I just thought I had 4 of them. I just didn't check it. I think one of them is wounded or something. We also saw this elephants in action. It was a very nice and tough fight, although I lost 1 unit. I think it was linked of Egyptian Piper, which seemed to be a very poor infantry unit. But all in all, the Legio 15 Lidica did very well against the battle against Meroya here, where they had a garrison and a full reinforced army in. So they did a very great job, especially these Stork's pikemen. Egyptian archers were some of the elite archers in the battle, and the elephants that also did a great job, although at the end of the battle they ran amok because of the rain of arrows that was unleashed against them or upon them. So let's continue with the game, and I'm gonna see what I'll have next turn. Unfortunately, there is a huge lag in this game regarding going from one turn to the other. I just don't know why. I just think that it's because of the Empire is so big, and there are a lot of armies on the field, a lot of agents, and the computer needs to calculate all this stuff, including tax, including corruption, and many other parameters. So I think it takes a lot of computer to calculate all of these things. And it does it at the end of the turn, and then at the beginning of the other turn. I think it's just regarding all of my empire, because as I said, it needs to calculate a lot. I think this is the only explanation, because processing other nations is not that difficult. Other nations are not expanded so much as the Roman Empire. Yeah, I think this is the problem. I'm not sure if this is related to the vanilla game engine or related to this game overhaul with Victis, because this game overhaul brought a lot of new features, and thus the computer needs to calculate a little bit more. The efficiency have not been increased to these calculations, so I just intend to think that this is due to the overhaul. It's simply too much complex and perhaps sometimes a little bit uncomfortable with the game engine, with the vanilla game engine. I played also a few campaigns on vanilla game engine, but I don't think I could remember also late in the game this big and long-lasting lagging from getting from one turn to another. But this is what it is, and I have nothing else to do but wait. Sorry for this, and let's see what will happen next turn. you go, now comes the processing of other nations. As you can see, it goes just, let's say, normally, and then it's gonna come a new huge lag, unfortunately. So it seems that the Gauls have decided to attack, although they have absolutely no chance. They are completely useless here. You are defending against the Edwi, region Bibracte terrain grassland. So I think they have decided to engage my army out of the town, which is very interesting. Now I'm very curious to see what will happen. Most probably they will definitely lose, and I will definitely conquer them. Yes, this is outside of town, just an open field. They will be... and I can also deploy defensive stakes and many other things. For example, here in wood. Now this is incredible, very interesting. So anyway, let's see of the battle. I have a very nice cavalry here, shock cavalry, this Alla Augusta, as well as Clipiati Campani, the companion cavalry, only 60 of them, but they are some of the most elite shocking cavalry in the game or in the from the Roman units. So far as I saw, you can recruit these guys from the Campania region or from southern Italy. As you can see, they have very long lances or spears here, and they are able to give incredible charges. They are just much big pleasure to watch by giving charges into the enemy. And then the rest of the army, I'm just gonna put them all together. Let's see what these guys are. This is the auxiliary nobles. It's 120 of them. They are Iberian nobles recruited from Spain. They look very tough, actually. Although I'm not sure they have any good defensive capabilities as far as I know, but they must be some of the toughest swordsmen available in this army. And not forget this Etruscan Triarii, which are also the most elite units that I have in this army right now. They are capable of defending a lot of time, and they have a very high morale. So let's deploy the defensive capabilities. Also fireballs. This is very interesting. I'm not sure that fireballs would somehow help here, because then it will count the whole army right away. I think they also have bonuses fighting in the woods, because they are Gauls and barbarians, and they are usually fighting in the woods. So they'll have bonuses for doing this. So deploying fireballs, I'm not quite sure about that, because it seems that terrain is not appropriate for such thing. Just have a look, perhaps it will work. Fireballs are extremely efficient if you manage to deploy them. They are absolutely extremely efficient, I have to say. But here it doesn't seem to be something. Doesn't seem to be an appropriate terrain to deploy these fireballs. Perhaps here, but they will come anyway with the whole army. Actually, I should deploy them anyway, and I'm gonna make use of them later, perhaps. They are better than nothing. So let's see. Yes, here is perfect. And they will come in this direction. If the enemy will retreat or something, then I could perhaps activate them. So let's see. And then, in order to defend my mercenary swordsman and the other guys, I'm gonna deploy some stakes here. Yeah, that's right. That's perfect. Right here in the woods, where they will not see it. So the spike traps, let's deploy them, let's say, also here in the woods, perhaps. Yeah, that's right, that's just great. And a few, well, such as this thing, and this is... I'm not sure this will have very much. Perhaps a bit here. In case they will attack from the flank with their cavalry, although I'm not even sure if they have cavalry, actually. Anyways, now let's see what will happen in this battle. So let's activate fire. Unfortunately, it's not possible, but I can activate the heavy shot here. Let's do it, actually. There's some Imperial slingers. Great, so let's see. I would like to send the cavalry somewhere far away in the woods, let's say here. Hopefully it will not be observed by the enemy. The enemy have a unit of cavalry. Actually, this is the enemy general with his heavy barbarian cavalry, definitely. And they also have a unit of chariots, which is also fearsome against cavalry as well as against infantry. So hopefully they didn't discover my my cavalry right now, which will hide here in the woods. Let's see this Augusta alone. Yeah, they are also some of the most elite cavalry units that I have on the battlefield. So the enemy is already approaching. I'm just gonna wait for them to come. I have plenty of skirmishers that hopefully. Take a look at these nobles, for example. They are able to go headhunt. As I said, I have plenty of skirmishers that will be able, hopefully, to inflict a lot of damage into the enemy units. But I'm just gonna see all of this develop. They also have some unit of heavy spearmen, no, heavy swordsmen here, the Bataroas. Yeah, definitely heavy swordsmen, judging by the way they're equipping themselves. And these guys are some kind of naked fanatics from Europa Barbarossa, as far as I can remember. Some skirmishers and another unit here of naked fanatics. And a unit of chariots here that is almost destroyed. Anyways, let's see what will happen. These guys here, perhaps I could put them, no, loose spacing. They're already fighting. I cannot put them in defense position. So let's see the charge. Oh, this is the other part of their armies. Now here their strike. Here are the traps. They're taking, of course, a lot of casualties.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Unfortunately, this general perhaps is very unexperienced because he is not being able to do nothing to inspire their men. So they will strike with the carriers from the back, from the rear, from flank. I was certain about that. I'm just going to send the cap to give a charge in this. Chariots, although I'm not sure they're gonna do something. Actually, let's send the swords here. One of my troops is retreating. This is very strange. So their chariots are completely destroyed. I don't think they will be able to do something, so let's reinforce the boys here. And let's send the cavalry, the heavy cavalry, into this chariots.
Our men flee the field of battle.
There you go. It will be a very nice charge. Let's send this swordsman here. So this guy's there. As I said, unfortunately, this... Oh, another troop. Yeah, a troop has been simply destroyed. Let's send this warriors also. Against these guys, they are completely destroyed. They'll have absolutely no chance. So the carriers are absolutely destroyed, I think. Yeah, almost.
Iberian swords!
They could also send Iberian swords and all that, so that would be enough. I wonder, the other army is coming right now, so I'm just gonna send my cavalry by there. Gonna send the Siberians also in the woods here. These poor slingers have positioned themselves very bad, unfortunately. Since that the spies here did their job well, and I think I have also some... No, the spies are here. Oh, and I can activate these things here. Oh, this will be incredible. So let's put these guys to activate these things. This will be very nice to watch. Yeah, this will be absolutely epic. So then I'll go to sleep. Let's see what my cavalry is doing right now. Yeah, they're doing pretty well. The chariots are destroyed, so hopefully these guys will move a little bit quicker. Oh, unfortunately, I think they will take some casualties marching through the spikes. Hopefully not. Yeah, many of them are already retreating this because they are taking incredible casualties, but the Bataroas and the general is also in line and is fighting. So they are coming now with this guys, but with this javelin, I don't think they will do it. So let's see how this fireballs will go. I think they'll go in this direction somehow. So, and then I'm gonna prepare my cavalry, and I'm gonna send my cavalry. Let's bring them up here, and I'm gonna give a huge charge from the back that will be decisive. So let's see. Oh, they are going very, so get back. Yeah, unfortunately, this is completely useless. They were completely useless. The terrain, as I said, is not very appropriate. It's not an appropriate terrain for this kind of charges. And the other army, I think, is already engaging. They are somewhere there. Let's see, actually, if it gun kills
We
like
have discovered the
two
enemy's hidden
would be
units.
great. So one of them is over. Yes, some of them have taken. Yeah, that was it. So not
Italian
much.
swordsman!
Let's send this working even farther, and let's give a decisive charge with the cavalry. Actually, I'm just gonna strike this guys. Actually, with this cavalry, I'm gonna strike the general himself. I'm gonna send my general also, and I'm gonna strike this guy.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
There you go. So let's hit a huge charge with this short cavalry. This was striking the main part of the enemy's army here. Yeah, the guys. Let's have even a better look. Oh yeah, there it is. I don't think it was such a great charge. It wasn't such a great charge, I guess. But the boys are still doing a great charge.
Our men flee the field of battle.
So this
This
is where
is
the
a
general...
shameful
Yeah,
display.
the general himself fights in the first line, which is perfect for him to gain some experience. Some battle experience. So they are completely destroyed. Let's engage this infantryman also. There's the spears.
Sword!
And everything they have left.
General! Legend!
I'm not
The enemy
sure
general is dead.
where the remaining enemy army is.
Thessalian cavalry!
Sitting, it also a great job. They must have another army somewhere, but I'm not sure where. There were also some guys. So it wasn't an easy win. I have to say. Casualties I was taking were minimal. It seems that the most efficient unit was this unit of Etruscan militia, I think. They are like some kind of hostility. They killed 244 troops, or 244 men. The cavalry didn't do a great job, but it was good enough to break the entire enemy, which is okay. So I just think I'm gonna enslave the captives, 200 of them. The enemy is anyway destroyed, so let's enslave them.
There is glory to be had.
The war against Bactria. The Bactrians are
From the safety of the hilltop.
relatively, absolutely, completely conquered and pushed back. They have expanded until Media Magna, I think, and they were threatening Armenia and Caucasia from Pergamum. But now they are completely pushed back here. And take a look how much Pergamum have developed. They have almost half of the Far East under their control. They have also all the provinces under their control. And I think they won't stop until they will exterminate Bactria. They have all sorts of enemies such as Sagartia and Arachosia, as well as Roxolani in the north, like here in Scythia. So it won't be easy for them. I'm not gonna join war, however. I'm just gonna ask them a price they will definitely not accept. But I'm not gonna join war against Bactria right now because there is no need. Although I think I could, because Bactria will be really totally defeated. Actually, I think I will do it instead. If they will pay for, of course. So, get back to the game. First wars were taking place are Hosea here in Far East. But it's not that at all. Yeah, because they have fought with Pergamon. The Bactrians are having the companion of Cerberus, a general here that is lost somehow, very far away from his home. So it seems the Pergamon are having relatively no problem in defeating their enemies, or their own enemies. Another army belonging to Zagartia, champions of Ishtar. Since they did well against this Pergamon army, they have destroyed almost 2 Pergamon armies. But the Pergamon are having far more armies. You can see they have an unlimited number of armies. But here, I think this is a fleet. Yeah, that's right. So they have no problem. There's the construction board, army settlement in the Sinus. Upgraded to the next level. So the credit income is almost 69,000, which is great. Yes, let's upgrade to farming town in Victis, which will bring more garrison troops. This is what I actually am looking for. And Shrine of Vulcan in Flevung in northern Germany, you can upgrade even further to Temple of Vulcan, will bring more public order. And Cornelia Master Horse Breeders in Deminde here in Africa. Public order is stable right now, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's see what is the cultural influence. Influence 2, technologies by changing external function 0, Latin culture almost 50%, Punic and Destiny also. Alliance forged between Archosia and Zagartia. Let's have a quick look at diplomacy and see what exactly is going on here in the Far East. Susiana, this is an Eastern nation which is expansionist and biggest of the world on the slaves. But they have only a very small province here right now. They represent North Redfall. This is Cyrene that have expanded further and they are conquering further this Arabic nation. Desert nomadic. Other nations, Zagartia. Zagartia still have a big territory here and represents a big threat to Pergamon, which is good that there's some kind of balance of powers here in the Far East, and this is good. You see, they are allied with Archosia and Bactria, and Pergamon, finally, are at war also with Archosia, Zagartia and Pergamon. So all these nations here, they are at war with the whole Far East here, except Partava, which is at its own at war with the whole Far East here, and I think it has only one province here. Roxolani are not doing anything, they're not expanding even further against Pergamon, although they could strike Pergamon from the back here. I just don't understand why they don't initiate any attacks. And all being said, I think this is the most important thing that's happening. Now let's exterminate Edwi and then prepare the attack on Jetuli. Then I'm gonna expand even further north in order to secure my eastern flank. Let's get back to Jetuli, although I didn't read the whole messages. Let's see, trade gain. More direct income from trade agreements upon this general knows from Legia 3 to Virginia. This is good. Unseasonal conditions in Illyria. You guys can do a build. Corsica at Sardinia. Also, public unfortunately is going down. It's the middle of summer. Chivalry's report was his first missing nemesis have recruited 1 trip.
Ready for orders.
So I'm just gonna leave it here this time. And classes 2 in Vita also recruited some troop groups. So it's a good group what we can recruit here. Not too many great troops, although it seems that the port here in Ephesus has been upgraded to coastal patrols, so soon other ships, other great ships will be able to deploy
It is an honor
here.
to serve Rome.
I better send the classes to Invicta, for example, in Antioch. Salamis doesn't actually listen to Antioch, and I'm gonna send this fleet to Ephesus in order to reinforce as quickly as possible.
Your orders? Easy into port.
There you go.
Units reporting.
So that was it. No one to upgrade right now. Let's get back to Eddie as I said, and let's finish the job here.
We hunger for, on the move. We to battle.
Remaining force 100%, so I think I'll take the damage. And also enslave 2 men. And then I'm gonna attack their garrison, where I think they don't have, or they will not have too many troops. So to resolve the battle, and let's fight protective stance. They have some decisive victory. Unfortunately, I lost the unit of archers. This is very strange.
At your command.
Age 3 Primigenia have now only 19 troops. But as you can see, I'm able to recruit further Gallic units, and one of them the most elite units, as well as a lot of spearmen. I'm gonna choose a unit of Cohors Batavorum. That's right, and this will be it. So, okay, civil colonia or garrison. I'm gonna build a civil colonia, which I think is more important. Also build a target stance or practice castrum. And the practice castrum. Here, I should dismantle this. So build a target stance. Yes, let's build it. That could be the combat posts or the veterinary. But I can build the target stance here. Let's make it indisruptive. Recorder is positive. In general, I could also upgrade it to stadium. Yeah, let's do it. And but it seems that the goals have not yet been destroyed. I'm gonna retreat this German legion because anyway it took a lot of casualties. Let's put here in this town and I'm gonna destroy this remaining army. First of all, let's try to take their spy. Everything they got. I really want to win another spy.
They will join us.
It went very well. This one has even lesser chances. But now it affects, that's right what I tell you. I really needed a new spy here on this flank. 40 years old, war maiden, belonging to Gaul. Anyway, let's attack the Gauls with Legio 7 victories, and if they will not be out, they have retreated, but they still have no chance. So let's attack them, and let's attack them hard. There you go. Let's use captives.
Advance.
Faction destroy. That's right. Perfect. Now I just thought I had
Ready for
4.
orders.
Yeah, actually I have 4 legions here. I can use all these 4 legions to strike Getuli plus another 1 legion that I have the border with Getuli, and I think I'm gonna deploy another one. The other legion here in Tulifurdum, I'm gonna leave it here to defend the northern border. J10 Adiutrix is this. And I'm gonna wait like maximum 2 turns, and then I'm gonna go with all these 4 legions to the border with Getuli. And then try to destroy them. They have a lot of armies with Getuli, but hopefully most of them are very, very weak. They have absolutely no chance in destroying my towns or conquering my towns at all. So I'm bringing the fleet here. Classes 4 Herculia, fully reinforced with 4 units of Tower Hexarentrii, which are the most elite units that are naval units that are available to recruit in this game. This is perfect. And let's replenish this Legio Germanica, which fought very heroically in the last turn against the Gauls. So the question is, what should I recruit? They have plenty of cavalry, which is enough right now. Yes, I gotta recruit more infantry or more archers also. The best archers from all these 3 units, they are absolutely Sagittari. They are also Celtic bowmen and Gallic hunters. I think the Gallic hunters are far much better, although they don't have more range, but they have better missile damage and many other bonuses, such as more ammunition and so on. So I'm gonna take a unit of Gallic hunters and a unit of elite infantry, such as this Cohors Batavorum. And this is Legio 14 Germanica.
Commander.
This is not one of the most elite legions that I have. I fought 2 battles that were relatively easy battles against the Gauls, and Gauls are not one of the most fearsome factions, and they have taken so many heavy casualties, especially these wolf warriors and also the berserkers, also the spear nobles. The best units were these, of course, Germanic swordsmasters and cavalry that managed to escape, not to mention the longbow hunters. But as I said, totally speaking, German speaking, this Legion of 14 Germanic is not one of the best legions that I have. And it seems that the priestly income has increased so much because of the Brocta, that is a very rich region. This is perfect. Focus on the control, World of Wonders have been occupied. Trade gain for the spy and army retreats. Great job. Now let's get back to Meroe and see what happens there. The spies can now work and move, so let's try to steal this guy. Oh, actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna be able. The chances are too small, so I'm just gonna not use right now and use my spy to check out the capital and attack the capital. So let's send them there.
Swift and silent as the way
Oh, there you go. There's an army of them. Actually, I think I could... Yes, I can strike them. So let's strike them. They have a big army. But first of all, let's strike them with the spies.
mischief.
This is perfect.
By my hand it is done.
That's another spy and do the job here. Failed. Not really a problem. Let's see the one manipulation. I have chances are incredible, perhaps. Assassination, all chances are a bit smaller, so I've got them up. Let's also, no, actually. Injury, sabotage, poison, provision, only 43% chances. They're successful, that's perfect. And now let's strike them with this Legion of Mind. It's one of the best legions I have.
At your
Let's
command.
see. On the other hand, let's see what I have here.
Ready for battle.
No, this army also needs to reinforce, as well as this one here. Although I could send them to battle, it won't be a problem. Let's send this army over here. Also, and now let's attack them with this army.
Victory for Rome.
They are all alone in this battle. They have 20 units. So I think we are auto resolving the battle, but they won't lose them anyone. Give it to attacking stance. Yeah, it was a very efficient one. So I'm gonna release the guys.
Make haste, men.
Problem is that I'm not quite sure. Let's see if
Commander.
we can retreat these guys and then good. In order to replenish. They have lost a few a lot of units on myself. I might have. And I'm gonna wait a little bit until my army will regroup. I'm gonna send them even farther to attack Meroe. I also have an army here that they could use to attack Meroe because let's see what happens to now this army. Yeah, it's fully reinforced, I'm gonna send right away. This town is also doing very well right now, speaking of public war order. So actually I think I could send them. No, I don't think they will do it, so
Forgive me, but I cannot.
I also don't know how many troops they decide. Actually, I'm gonna just send them to attack. They kept up perhaps the war. So let's go, let's risk everything. They do have 13 Gemini.
Our path is blocked.
Oh boy, they have another army inside here. This is incredible. But anyway, I'm gonna strike them. I don't care about that. Oh. What is this? Oh my god. There's an army, another army, and yet another army. Now this is gonna be very difficult, but as I said, I won't take the risk, so I did take the risk. Let's continue siege. It will be an epic battle next time. This is incredible. So they have like 3 huge armies in total, and of course they will attack next turn. They might do a lot of damage. I'm not quite sure about that. I have only a few Well, it is no cavalry, a lot of infantry. These hoplites are not that well at missiles, and they have a lot of missile units, including slingers and archers, plus another army also of slingers and archers, but their infantry is very poor, such as they have spearmen. They also have some cavalry, Ethiopian cavalry, which seems to be good. And reinforcement will come next turn. So next turn we're gonna see an epic battle here in Malone, which could be for them the last battle, or for me more trouble in the next turns. We could receive more trouble in the next turns. I could also have the possibility of sending Legio 8 Illyrica Horde into battle, or into combat. As well as, without any problems, these legions, Legio 15 Libica, let's see what's the party border right here, 20, so it's big enough. Also have an army of 3 spies that will do a great job, hopefully. And Legio 4 Cornelia is also ready to join the battle. Burning Sands have been relatively destroyed, which is good. But this is what it is. Let's see what is being researched right now. The siege tower is being researched, very nice. So when the siege tower will be finished, then I'm gonna have to research tactical drills, as I said, and then finally cohort organization. So let's go on with the game.
We ask only a little. Turn your mighty fist against this most annoying of foes. We see little profit in further bloodshed.
And there you go, the mighty battle have started. It seems that only 2 armies of them are reinforcing. The garrison army is just striking, and the dread nomads. The other army, the third army, I'm sure it must be here somewhere, it's not showing the army. This will be a massive blow for them because they will definitely lose this battle. This is guaranteed. They have, however, 4 units of archers, which will inflict enormous damages to my infantry, I know for sure, especially to these hoplites. And they also have plenty of slingers, and some cavalry, which is also very dangerous. I have no cavalry, I have half infantry, a few Principes and Hastati that are one of the most elite units. I have an elite unit of Force Voluntario, which what do you think it will make it through the battle until the end of the battle. And plenty of Etruscan hoplites, but unfortunately not too many of them, 120 of each unit, and they are, however, very poor against the missile units, unfortunately. Some ballistas and some milites from Etruscan region, as well as some javelin that are actually make no importance. So let's see the battle. The battle will be very important. It just wonders why the third army is not joining this battle. There would have been another 4,000 of them, and would make a possible victory from my side almost impossible. But luckily they are not joining the war. However, as I said, these archers will be a pain in the ass in this game, because I have no cavalry to chase them. I'll have to send my infantry, so my infantry will of course take a lot of casualties. So let's arrange this ballistas. Hopefully they will they'll do a great job. I'm just very curious. So flammable and explosive. This guy is flammable around. And Principes and many other guys. Yeah, so I think I'm ready to start a battle right now. General have some attributes here, but not to me. This is one of the most elite units that I have. The Horse Voluntariorum.
Field artillery, yours to command.
So, let's start the battle. Actually, I'm gonna do the following.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
I'm gonna tell my ballistas where to fire. This is the garrison army. It doesn't seem to be such a great army. They are very well organized. The other guys will come from the back and they are already coming with their horses. Here are a lot of archers, unfortunately. Javelinmen and archers, as you can see, that will inflict a lot of damages to my men. I'm not sure whether to strike it with ballista or not, because I really want to strike them very well. So let's strike here. Perfect. Inflict a few damages to the enemy lines.
Rome is mother to us all.
Here comes our cavalry. Let's have the javelin men.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We'll of course start firing.
Attack!
So let's fire there. This garrison army should be destroyed right away, hopefully. So now the strike here. There you go. Well, it wasn't the best of strike.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
That was a big one.
Fire on the enemy!
Fortunately, all my troops are retreating. They still have a lot of archers that are destroying my troops, actually. No, this is not a good job. From the ballista, maybe it would be better to stop firing. There you go.
Brave Romans to a man.
So let's work the studio with the boys. Yeah, the javelin have more provisions, perhaps. Guys can get rid of ship wall. There you go. And here comes the other big army. I'm gonna try to fire on them as soon as it's possible, so let's do it. It's perfect. I think this battle was very good organized by me right now. Let's see. That is just a beauty. There you go, they are taking massive casualties here with their compact army. So fire here in the middle, please. Soldiers are still firing, since they have no chance. Now they're trying to give a charge with their Ethiopian cavalry, but this is not extremely efficient. There you go, that was just perfect, so let's fight there. The ballistas, I think, are taking a lot of experience because of heavy casualties that are inflicted on the enemy. Unfortunately, they don't have too much ammunition. Oh boy, this is epic. I think that the archers are out of ammo now. This is that they are doing very well because of their testudo formation. So fight on. This is absolutely epic. But they still have a lot of army, including the cavalry. Yes, and one
of
more,
our units
and
has
then
used all its ammunition.
they're out of ammo. Actually, but they still did inflict a lot of casualties, and this is great. So they're out. These are a lot of slingers. Fortunately,
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Infantry!
trying to strike hard. Get these boys. These guys, Hastati, are doing a great job in their testudo formation. So I'm not sure whether to try to attack. Inspire them a little bit.
Italian swordsman! For glory!
There was some retreat, I know it for sure. All of them are fighting against this static. They're doing a great job actually. So here comes the cavalry, Ethiopian cavalry. I think I should involve my general. Yeah, they're trying to strike
One of our
from the
units
back.
has used all its ammunition.
And try to strike this cavalry. Yeah, this is a great battle. As I said, the missile units will represent a huge threat.
The enemy general is dead.
Oh, that is great.
Principes! Defensive testudo! Infantry! Charge!
This is the general. I think I won't have any problem
general
with the
is under
general to
attack.
destroy their troops. So in order to lose as many men as possible, these guys won't make it too much, unfortunately. I'm gonna try to strike the general as quickly as possible in order not to lose too many troops. So let's see what the general is doing now. Striking these javelin. As I thought these guys would make it through the battle almost without any losses. Yeah, they are taking very heavy casualties, this hoplites. I was just certain about that. Gonna have to spread my army in all directions. And actually the general will do the difference here. If you will move a little bit faster. He's all retired, no, he's just wounded. So let's increase the speed. This the trouble singers of sort about having a lot of ammunition.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh my god, look at these guys out there firing. And I don't understand why the German is not striking here.
The battle is turning in our favor.
There you go. The cherry is moving unbelievably slow. Other troops. This is a big pain here, this battle. Finally over. This wasn't an easy battle at all, and I think I've lost like 2 units. This unit of javelin perhaps. They didn't lose too much, however, and I won't be able next turn to capture the settlement because they still have a lot of units inside, I think. So as you can see, this fought with 7,000 men, so 2.5 at least, or something like 2.5 more than my army, than the men in my army. It was a very, very difficult battle. I'm going to kill the captives. That's exactly what they lost. Yeah, they lost almost the whole army with dreadnoughts, but they still have a Chelsea units inside. While I didn't lose any troops, and my troops have taken a lot of experience, which is great. So let's get captive. Mission secured. Let's see how many senators do I have. 162 of 533%, 4 points in the Senate. Average political support in the Senate, which is great. Unfortunately, I cannot advance career with this guy to Tensor. He is kind of console. However, try to buy more generals from other factions. This one from House of Julia, let's see how much to adopt. So, cost minus 20 senators. When I gotta be at least 170 senators, then I will be able to buy this guy from House of Julia. Emerald about by barbarians. They gained classes to Nicenensis. Structure report, Temple of Vulcan in Malva Auxiliary. Split ground in Ptolemais Teron, which means here. But the code is big enough, that means I could build the irrigation ditches, as well as building the shrine to Neptune. In Samosata has also been auxiliary garrison level 4, which is great. This will make available recruiting of a lot of units, including Cappadocian cavalry. Of other units. Construction report, just everything in Quartermaster report. Legion 14 Germanica, 2 troops, cohorts Batavorum Auxiliolum, including this.
We hunger for battle.
Legion 14 Germanica. Auxilia Batavium Elite Infantry. It's very cheap to maintain. Actually, all the units here are so cheap to maintain. As you can see, only 8. This amount of money every turn, 8. There's something interesting that is happening. Let's see how expensive all the units are. Actually, they are also that cheap. No, as you can see, the Etruscan ally units are very expensive.
We hunger for battle.
All the units are also not very expensive at all. Only 12 denarii, perhaps of the bonuses of generals and dignitary, and that's why they are so cheap.
Commander?
But these units are also extremely cheap. And the elephants here are very, very expensive, as well as the Troll Spikemen. Archers are also a little bit expensive, but it's okay. Ninja 3 from Genia also, a unit of cohorts Batavorum has been recruited.
Ready for orders.
This in the polygon is also very big.
Commander?
So, I will already start concentrating my forces at the border with Getuli. They will be the next target. I will also already start to break relations with them in order to spare some time. Relation with them is unfriendly.
Am I always to be disturbed by foreigners? If it is alms you want, talk to my major domo.
Military access, trade agreement. Military alliance. So I'm gonna cancel the military access treaty.
My honorable...
The relation will be perhaps hostile. Yes, it's hostile 177. Next turn I'm gonna break the trade agreement. They'll have of course a free. Hopefully this will increase the Latin influence here. which is unfortunately now going down, and since the desert nomadic is growing because of their influence. And as I said, I already started concentrating my forces towards them. So let's see. Down the fuel here has 14 units inside, so I think this will be enough to repel an attack of Chituli if this will come. So it's 14 troops here, although they'll have no chance of attacking the desert without taking casualties. I also have the classes 4 Herculia here ready to attack also. And another legion here in Ebora, where are 14 troops inside also, including 5 Astaki, 2 Principes, 1 Triari. I have not mentioned this legion. Legion of 5 Apollinaris with plenty of Triari and Principes, which makes it absolutely insane. So let's send the troops in. Number of 4 legions I should have, and I do have. I'm gonna send first 2 legions only. Of course, one of them will be sent here in Calcadast. And the other one will be this one here.
Ready for orders.
Legion of 6 Martia. Let's see where to send this one. I will send also to Carterdust, and then I'll send it by sea to Yolm to attack here. The fleet will defend this strait somehow. Perhaps I could also be able to block it. Yeah, that's right. I think I will bring a fleet here, and in this case I'll be able to block the strait here. They might attack, but I have no problem with that. So let's also bring it to Carterdust here. And this will be enough for the move right now. Town of Olisipo has 12 troops inside, which is also good enough. And let's send all the spies I have there. I should have at least 2. 1 or 2 of them are wounded. I think 2 of them are wounded. They'll be available for a job next turn perhaps. So let's send all the spies to set in here. This will be the first town to take. They both belong. They don't have too much territory. 2 towns in Iberia, another 2 towns in Northern Africa. So it should be very easy. So let's send the spy here.
My work is done. For now.
There's this colleague spy. Spy here.
Commander.
Ready for battle.
Ready for orders. Commander.
Oh, and yes, so let's send this fleet also there.
Put your backs into it.
There you go. Let's send it, let's say, here in Olisipo. With the 3 Germanica fully reinforced. They also have a fleet here, but I think the other casualties, the sea people.
It is an honor.
Legio Fascis 3 Germanica. And oh, they go to Bracte. I think I should also build something. Let's see, I have a temple here. And shops. There's auxiliary. Yes, I could build, of course, an aqueduct, industry, a workshop. Could build a practice field also, so what will build a public forum. So the question is what to build. Unlock Roman Ballista. Gonna build a workshop here. Gonna make Celtica province where you can recruit some of the most elite units ever available, including the ballistas, so the water will be welcomed, so this. And so let's see what I'm gonna do here with this unit. Unfortunately, the public order is still negative, so I cannot take it out. That means that I'm gonna try to destroy this bronze forge here in Eborafon because it increases the public order. Let's see the culture influence. It seems Latin culture is growing, which is good, but as I said, don't get rid of this building, so let's destroy it. I'm gonna have to leave my legion here in order to increase the public order. It seems that it's still negative, -1, which is not good at all. Legion 2 for Minata is here. 2 other towns are upgrading, including Kamalodon and Molodon, then public order will definitely be increased, as well as this already demolished stadium will also increase the public order. So this will be the moves I'm gonna do here. Let's see some attrition. They have 13 Gemini at Meroe.
To battle!
And seasonal conditions: Belgica, cold, wet, autumn. In Belgica, I think I will also be able to upgrade this chef line. I'm gonna do it. So let's have a look at Cisalpina. Here, nothing can be upgraded. A practice castrum has been built, which is also good, and there is also an auxiliary garrison level 4, which is also great. In Ebora, I should also destroy this building. That will destroy it. So this is Chilicia. Tarsus here also cannot upgrade anything. We gain General Questor, which is good. Your access cancel.
How can I be of assistance?
The spies, the heroes only can be upgraded. And if it was a general that I should upgrade. But the commander of Legion 3 Genia 2-star general is right now stationed in Librate, 9 years old. Will probably test more cunning. Night battle seemed to be good enough. Good, and now let's get back to Meroe and see what they have left. Actually, let's have a look inside, maybe I'll be able to attack. Yeah, theoretically, but not yet.
Let
It's
them
not
power
siege.
before Rome. We hunger for battle. For death and honor!
We have the troops, that's great.
That is impossible.
Oh,
Make haste, men. Ready for orders.
yeah, I still have another army here. Let's see if I have any garrison troops inside. And not to know there are 0 troops, which means I cannot go out. Let's choose one of these 2 armies to send to battle. I'm gonna choose...
Hunger for battle.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna choose Legio Everica because I want to do this legion with elephants to replenish 100%. So let's send it right away up here. I'm gonna wait another turn, although I'm not gonna
Ready
attack
for
the
battle.
town now. Let's in the spy and see what's going on. Near.
Swift and silent.
Oh, this is the army here.
Shadows.
They have decided not to attack it, so
My skills
14
are
more
yours.
casualties. Let's destroy it even more.
I will see it done. I am so sorry. My skills are yours. I do enjoy a little sabotage.
How may I serve you? My cunning will not fail.
Check the traders. The spies were completely useless this turn.
Commander?
Let's bring this into Aksum.
At your command.
There is the heavy army here. They will perhaps recruit a lot of mercenaries and they will try to strike Aksum, but they will have no chance of taking it. Then they are having a chance of taking this one, so cruise it, whatever it may. They have a chance to strike here and break the siege, although it will still be very difficult for them. Also taking I think, attrition here. They are not yet taking attrition inside this town, but they have lost a lot of units, as you can see.
Ready for battle.
A lot of cavalry.
Commander. Ready for battle.
So let's see who is Cyrene, or they have a very good relationship with them. They are at war only with Arabians here in Arabia Felix. Let's see what they are actually doing, if they do any arms or something. Well, 3 troops inside, 2 spears. They have an army here instead of agents, and I bet that the Arabians are having a lot of troops here inside this fortress in Arabia Felix. I will join the war against them on the side of Cyrene as soon as I can conquer the war. So right now let's go on to the next story.
My lord wishes to bestow coin on your people. Accept it as a token of friendship. I hope that this offer of coins will be taken in the right spirit of comradeship and respect.
Do you wish of me?
Need to recover in Cornelia, so listen here. Oh, assassination attempt. So these guys want to assassinate my man.
Commander? Advance!
and honor!
Yeah, let's hope we resolve it. Take the stance with that, I think I'll still resolve it now. Actually, I'll do that.
Commander. Ready for orders.
Ready for orders.
And now I would like to strike them here. It will be a very heavy battle, but very necessary. So let's see
Ready for battle.
which army I should strike them. The
We
Legio
hunger for
or
battle.
the Neria is perhaps the best choice, or the best thing to do. Just hope let's do the job with the spies then.
I will see. He deserves better. I am sorry. You can call me names. They will never be.
Yeah, this is the general that
How
definitely
can
is
I be
down.
of assistance? I shall do. I have not failed you, I hope.
Perfect. Everything failed.
Ready. Attack! For Rome!
Let's see if we can find this such a heavy battle, so let's see.
At once.
That's incredible they have survived.
At your
Oh, I've lost this unit of Imperial Cavalry.
on the
That
move.
is very unfortunate.
We hunger for battle.
If we still strike these boys here, let's do it actually. I'm going
At
to
your
take
command. To battle! March.
Oh, still killed a lot of casualties. It was a poor decision.
At your command.
Okay, I'm able to strike them with this guy, so let's do it. Lost the unit of archers, that's
The way is
very
blocked.
well.
We hunger for battle.
Although I'm getting casualties
Commander.
here with Vigil for the Cornelia. So next time I'm gonna try with the spies to bring this warlord on my side, and the Meroya are still having only one army left here, the Guardians of the Desert. And this is it, this is everything. So let's see.
Ready for orders.
Legio 13 came and I didn't lose any troop, which is good. Let's upgrade the town of Meroya. That's been the garrison municipium. This seems it will be a very rich region.
Commander.
Commander.
2 units of Illyrian cavalry, as well as another one here. And it will take quite some time until they will come out with these troops and try to do something.
At your command.
Ready for battle.
But I guess the German speaking that was it, that was everything with Meroya. This is the messages of Syrian garrison in Brigantium. Let's upgrade it even further to Tridock. Stadium Chef Mine. Yeah, so it's here. I believe, for example, I could build a temple, consecrated ground. So let's do it, and I think I could also build a temple.
How may I serve you? Yes. What do you wish of me?
Ready for battle!
I had another region where I destroyed a building, and I don't want to get slams next turn, so I'm gonna have to check where. What's the patrol? In Buddhism, Latin influence is increasing. That's great.
Commander.
Ah, there was it in Ebola. I found it. So let's see what I can build here. The tripper is already being built. Oh yes, I could build also a workshop or practice field. There's a public forum. Yes, I think I'm gonna build a public forum right now. Focus on control, Ethiopia. And I think I could already join war against the Arabians, so let's try to talk to
I
Saudi.
will be a patient audience for your speech. Sure that you come to deliver a profitable message.
Moderate. Yeah,
Your
reject it.
generous
Incredible.
nature
Let's
does
make
your
another
people
one.
credit. But really, such a thing is not necessary.
Oh, they have
Made-
this. Great. That's great. So after the rail will be destroyed, I'll be able to disembark here in Eudemon and attack with these two legions, the Arabians here in Arabia Felix. Alright, let's see the messages in the army retreats, and no upgrades possible right now. I always also had this here champion. I just thought that is something else, like... So that means I should send it inside an army to... Yeah, let's send it here. Military training.
At your command.
This Legion 3 to Virginia. There was also a champion that died perhaps old. And let's see if there are any possible upgrades. No. Good. And now, what's the politics? I have some of the politics. Unfortunately, I cannot advance my leader to Charizard. Not yet. I have 162 senator support and summary Imperium already level 8. 8 out of 5 champions, 6 out of 5 spies, and 5 out of 5 dormitories, 5 added, 16 armies in 4, so this is just great. And let's have a quick look on strategy in next episode. So as I said, I'm gonna try to break Legion with Jetui and conquer them, everything we have here. And I'm gonna get my attention slowly. Here in the Far East, I'm gonna try to conquer Arabia Felix from Arabians, and perhaps join war with Pergamon further against, for example, Sargalcia. I try to get Sargalcia, try to attack it and take the whole Arabian magma and further expand into the Far East, giving Pergamon a huge aid. Yeah, this is what I think I will do next for sure. Bactrians, as I said, are being totally conquered by Pergamon. Let's see what they have actually here. They said they have no army in Susa, but Susa already have 20 troops inside. It would be a perfect time for Bactria to recapture the town. It seems that Pergamon have concentrated perhaps their arms in the south against in a fight against Susiana. Susiana are a nation, I think, an eastern nation, just like Persians were. No, I mean Sagarcia, that's why they are eastern nation. Susiana are also an eastern nation, just as I said, and they are also Rahosia, which are also over Pergamon, and Partava, they're live in Bactria and Sagarcia. These guys are Hindu, so I think they have a lot of heavy Indian elephants to deploy back, so this is very interesting. Now, it seems here the Sagarcia are starting a counter-offensive, where they try to retake Raga with a huge army. The sons of Xerxes, of course, is a Persian nation or faction. And they also have another army here in defense, also another one here, which is also in defense. They have 20 troops inside, as well as some heavy siege units on the walls, and an army also here. But it seems that Pergamon, as I said, have an unlimited number of armies. Take a look at this one, for example, the Sons of Ares. They have no less than 6 units, plus another one 7 units of Tarantine cavalry, as well as citizen cavalry. Not to mention this elite hoplites. You see here, 240 of them, so these are really an invincible army. Another one here that's almost the same, Peltas with the heavy Peltas level cavalry and hoplites, and this one too. So they really have very, very strong armies. Pergamon, which is a Greek nation, that's why it's doing so well against these eastern nations, because their units are simply more effective. And not to mention 20 units inside each town, one of them elite hoplites as well as archers and so on. So the defenses of Greek towns is one of the best in this game. Secondly comes, I think, defensive forces or garrison armies of Rome. because they also have inside, as you can see, Principes Hastati, Veritas, not to mention Triari, which are some of the most elite units. This being said, I'm gonna end this clip here and we'll continue next time. Take care, goodbye.